Hey everyone, this is I here. Again, we are having some technical issues and I use Zoom. If you can hear me, please give me a heart so that I know you are here. Originally we used Zoom, and but somehow on my Zoom feature, the webinar feature is gone. Oh my God, I just discovered this a few minutes ago. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I already saw some people. I truly appreciate. And today we are going to learn from a social media expert regarding how to use Facebook. Don't you think just like social media or Facebook is only for like family, connecting with family and friends? No, it's not. We're going to learn from a social media expert, Lesley person, regarding how to use Facebook as a teaching tool. And if you can hear me clearly, please give me a heart. I'm not sure if you can hear me or my phone's working. And so Lesley is going to share with us how she uses Facebook as a teaching tool, best practices, and challenges and recommendations. Before we start, I just want to share with you, like, why did I start this show and why I started this show, and give you some background of my show. Okay. Hold on. Hey, Lesley, you have to use your phone to join me, I think. Can you please use your phone to join me, and then I can invite you to join me. Once you use your phone, and then on my phone screen, and I will see a button that allows me to invite you to come to this show, so you can join that way. I started this show because I believe our society has changed a lot, and social media plays a huge role in our changing society. And our students today are very, very different from our students a few years ago and many years ago. Therefore, I believe professors, we also need to change how we interact with students and how we teach them. That's why I started this show. I want to interview professors, educators, and leading professionals who are using social media and technology as a way to teach their classes and to enhance student learning outcome. So if you are new to the show, welcome to the show. If you are a returning attendee, thank you so much. Nazem, Salah, thank you so much for joining me and for coming to this show. And if you are watching this on replay, thank you so much for checking it out. Without any further ado, I'm going to introduce Lesley person to you. So Lesley is a dear friend, and she's also a social media strategist, and she's also the owner of her own company. A few minutes ago, before we started this show, and she was just sharing with me and how her company is developing and growing, how she is gaining partnerships. I'm just so happy for her. Hi, Joanne. Thank you so much for joining me. And she is also a teacher. Right now, she's teaching a social media certification program. And she has quite a few students joining her. And she's going to share with us today how she uses Facebook to teach and engage with her students. And without any further ado, let me invite her to the show. Inviting her. Technology, you just need to deal with technical challenges on the spot
cool.
all the time. Yeah, hey Lesley.
Yeah, it worked.
Thank you so much for joining me. And I forgot to mention, she's also a proud mom. So she's truly amazing. I'm so honored that she's here today. Do you want to add anything to what I mentioned earlier about you?
Not really. Basically, just everything kind of developed very organically, just from what I enjoy and have a passion about.
That's great. Awesome. And I have a few questions for Lesley today, but most of my questions are around social media and Facebook in specific, and how to use Facebook as a teaching tool. And if you have any specific questions related to this topic, please comment them in the comment section, and I will make sure to ask all of your questions. This show is about you, not about us. You know, it's really about giving you as much value as possible. So I will make sure to answer all of your questions. And please say hi to Lesley. She's truly amazing.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, we have quite a few people joining us. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you guys already so much. So the first question is, tell us more about this social media certification program. What is it about, and what do you teach?
So this certification program started, I didn't intend to teach. I did like 2 semesters in education, and I decided that I liked adults a lot more than kids, and it was just not for me. But I always had, it always came naturally to me to instruct and teach people. And a combination of not really having the opportunity and the capabilities to split myself up enough to get enough clients I needed to pay my bills. So I decided to develop my own program to, you know, because I graduated college feeling like I knew a lot of different fields, but I wasn't specialized in anything specific. And through all of my learning with social media, I found that there's a real lack of that. So what I wound up doing was I looked at some other programs, and I decided who I wanted to go after as my students, and I just wrote the curriculum. I was originally partnered with an in-person school here, but there was not a lot of interest. People wanted to do it online. So my curriculum did get approved by the state of New Jersey for like reemployment training. But the easiest way for me was to teach it online.
Yes.
So I use a combination of Webinar Jam because that streams my live lectures, and then it saves it right to my YouTube channel, so I can recycle that content. And actually Facebook, and I don't know if I'm jumping ahead here, but Facebook rolled out their new tools after I was like 3 weeks into the course. I originally just used the Facebook group as a way to communicate with everybody instead of email blasts.
So you can, which is actually my next question. So what are some, like, why do you choose Facebook? That's the first. And yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I use Facebook because everybody's on it. It's the easiest. They have their phones on them 24/7. The app is right there. You know, they have other different apps for Ads Manager and for Messenger and everything and groups, but it's just the easiest way to access everybody. Very real time.
Yes, definitely. So what are some specific features of Facebook do you use?
I use a lot of the Facebook Live just because I'm pretty good at talking off the cuff when I get an idea, or when I'm like passionate about something that I want to talk about. I'll do Facebook Live. I find it really easy to do training videos, and I do my Free Tip Friday videos from my company page. But specifically for the course, I created a private Facebook group, and if you select in the categories when you're creating the group that it is an educational course, they now allow you set up units, and they can be required or not required. So my course right now, my social media marketing certification course, is a 12-week course. So I have each week set up in units, and I can do links, I can upload files, and then my students can also upload as well. They can ask questions, and the other students can see it. It's very, very interactive.
Oh, let me ask our audience, have you guys ever heard of this Facebook unit feature? And type in the comments. I want to know, because I never heard of this. I don't even know. So where can you find this?
You have to, I believe the feature is only there if the specific category of your group is an educational course.
Okay.
And because it's so new, it's not available on mobile. So that is one disadvantage, because I do a lot from mobile because I'm always like running around somewhere with my kids or doing something. I'm always on the go. So in order to set up my units properly, I do need to be on a desktop or on a laptop.
Okay, so we got some comments from our audience. Thank you so much, Nazem and Zala, for sharing Shval. They don't even know. They don't know. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. They don't know either. So, like, let's say that they set this up as an education like group, right?
Right.
Course. And where can
Mm-hmm.
they go to fund this?
The feature just rolled out one day, and I'm wondering if maybe it's just not available to everybody in every country yet, because we know that social media platforms do that all the time, especially with
Yes.
Instagram. Instagram is a huge platform that rolls out things in phases, and if it depends on if you're an influencer, if you're verified, or if you're a business. But I think Facebook does the same thing. I see a question, do you need to be a teacher? I don't think Facebook knows if I'm a teacher or not. I don't have teacher as my my job description on my Facebook
Let me tell you,
profile.
Nazem, I'm a teacher. I don't see it.
So I think it happened. Like I said, my course was already started, and it was about 3 weeks into it, and I was uploading something one day, and I just saw it pop up, units, and it like gave me a little guided prompt on how to set it up.
Oh, wow.
So, and as I add to it, I can categorize it. It's in, the little gray down caret in the top right corner of posts that you select to get more options.
Yes, they call it hamburger.
They call it yeah, so that's where I go to categorize my units. Like if I need to upload, I post a lot of screenshots, especially when I'm doing like Instagram and Snapchat, which are mobile platforms. So I'll post the screenshots, and then when I get to a desktop, I'm able to go back and add them to the units. Just to keep everything organized.
That's just so amazing. And Zella mentioned she's going to check it out tomorrow, and I'm going to check it out right after our show is over to see if I have it. So Nazem has another question. Is this on a page or on your personal profile?
I had originally set this up from my personal profile because again, with the future rollouts, Marceluna Media did not have the capabilities to set up groups. That's a fairly new feature, is to create groups from your business page. You can now, you can associate them, you can add them and connect them, but to create a group as a Facebook page is a little wonky. Either you have it or you don't, and you never know when Facebook is going to give you those capabilities. Val, I see.
Yes.
I will definitely get some print screens, and I'll put it in the comments of this live stream.
Oh, thank you so much, Lesley. Yes, everyone is so curious about this, and we're freaking out why we don't have it, right? As social media person, FOMO, we are suffering from FOMO, right?
I suffer from FOMO in every aspect of my life. It's awful.
So can you tell us again, like some people probably didn't catch you earlier, some of the specific features of units? You mentioned you can categorize, and what else can you do?
You can upload files. You can mark whether they're required or not. So like right now, I have 6 units in the group because we are 6 weeks in. It'll tell you, you can add activities, you can add folders. So like my first week, which was just general marketing, I uploaded a PDF of the slides of everything that I went over.
Oh, wow.
I uploaded a budget calculator because in my class I had all of my students, I made them write a marketing plan, because we all know that you can't have a business that succeeds if you don't have a marketing plan.
Absolutely.
So before I start teaching social media strategy, that's all pointless if you don't know what your budget is. You can't build, you can't build ad campaigns if you don't know how much you're allowed to spend.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That just sounds so intriguing. Nazem mentioned that. Can't sleep tonight.
Yeah, this is
Super
why I don't
curious.
sleep either, because I'm just so fascinated by it.
That is just so cool. So how did, like, can you please share with us some like specific best practices of how you use Facebook or this new feature units as a teaching tool? Give us some examples where people can bring back to their own classrooms. I see a bunch of people here are teaching. Hey, and we have
Yeah,
some new people. Thank you.
yeah, these are a lot of my friends. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. I really like it as sure, yeah, go ahead, send me a friend
See,
request.
you already got a fan. You got a fan there.
I really like it just as a way to keep constant um, feedback, you know, in these groups, and even in a closed group, it'll tell you who's viewed your post, who hasn't. So like if I know that I am doing a live stream and no one tuned in, and then I go back 2 days later and it's still only seen by one person, I can check up with my students and say, hey guys, what's going on? Like I was saying to you earlier, I try and go at a normal pace, but I don't want to hold up the course. I understand that everybody's busy, but like we don't want to make a 12-week course end up being 18 weeks. And honestly, I tell them, I said, you guys paid for this course. You know, you owe it to yourself to do the work, to do the homework. I'm not there to hold your hand. I'm not your mom. But this is professional development, and your career will benefit from it. There's no disadvantage. If they already paid for the course, why would you not do the work? Especially because I don't want to I'm starting Snapchat this week, and I don't want to have to someone be asking me questions about the second week of Facebook. You know, so it's a good way to kind of keep everybody on pace when I don't have them in an actual classroom.
Yeah. So your course is like how many weeks is your
It's
course?
12 weeks.
12
It
weeks.
covers everything, yeah, from marketing, all the platforms. I do email marketing. I'm covering some YouTube. And then there's a big exam, because this is a certification course. And if they don't pass the exam, I'm not comfortable saying that they're a social media marketing professional if they didn't get everything that I taught.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds so cool. And we have someone, Nazem asked a question, maybe it's a question about group. And I'm not sure if this is a question. So maybe you can just gently discuss the differences between page and groups, or
Yeah. So with groups, there's a lot of different ways you can categorize it. There are closed groups, there's secret groups, and there's public groups. So my group is a closed group, meaning that unless I give you access or add you, you can't see any of the content, which is only fair because this is a $1,000 course. But there are also, you can have open public groups just as a way. A lot of multi-level marketing people and like direct sales people are using groups now as a strategy to get their customers and get their sales, because Facebook will automatically blow up your notifications with public groups if you don't go change them. I know people get so upset. They're like, stop posting, stop adding me to groups. And I've done live videos about etiquette with that. It's very easy to turn customers away just by being very annoying. So you have to be
yeah.
careful with the groups on that. Don't just automatically, you can't just add people and assume that they want to see your content.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, Nazem said very interesting. Oh, thank you. Have more people join. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, I'm still thinking about this unit feature. I think this is really amazing for teachers. You know, traditionally as a professor, we only have whatever, every school has their own internal system to use. It is so boring. It is not user friendly. But this units, you can basically teach a course on
That
this.
you can. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm teaching an entire course through Facebook, and I'm waiting for them. Now, the only option that they don't have yet, and the reason that I use Webinar Jam, is to do screen shares. Like if I have an actual, like a PowerPoint presentation, or I use Google Slides, you know, that I want to share. Like
Yes.
I can't do that with Facebook just yet. I know there are like APIs that can do that, But I'm honestly, people are very surprised to hear that I'm not very technologically savvy. Like
Oh,
I
we
know my
don't believe that.
I know my social media and my algorithms, but like if you need me to set something up, I'm just now dabbling in the API and the Facebook developers. I somehow accidentally became a Facebook developer and developing apps. So I'm learning a lot about that because you can integrate them into pages just for data collection. Um, so I'm sure there are ways to do that, but I don't know if that feature is available in the groups just yet.
Yeah, we have a comment from Zala. Can you read it?
Yeah, I use secret groups so they're not searchable by any others. Yes. Then the members of the group, and you need to follow the rules because of privacy. Absolutely. So depending on the content and what you're discussing, yeah, you can make secret groups that no one can see. I'm still in a secret group of like a bunch of moms. We all had kids at the same time, so we discuss all that, childbirth and all that stuff that you don't want people on your regular page to see. But that's a major advantage to secret groups. I have mine as closed because it is a little bit of a marketing ploy. If people are searching for social media certification, my group will come up and they can send an invitation to join, but I won't accept it. Instead, I'll send them a message and say, hey, unfortunately, this is a closed group for my students, but if you're interested, here's information on the course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
So.
Cheval also said that he's not tech savvy either. So you are definitely not alone here, Leslie.
Yeah.
So Nessa made a point. Have you ever explored chat bots?
I did. Someone was trying to sell me a chatbot feature. So my company is not big enough to have a use for that, but I have researched it and it is very useful. Even like Shopify has a chatbot integration, which is amazing for sales. I just read a case study on Pura Vida bracelets, which is like, I'm not wearing this ring is from Pura Vida. They're very like grassroots marketing, but they're like a multi-million-dollar company, and they use Shopify and chatbots to interact with their customers. And they use the chatbots as soon as you place an order, they send them a confirmation, and I think it's a great way for retail online.
Yeah, that's amazing. Hey, Chris is here. Oh, thank you, everyone. Oh, Nathan, yes. Did you read Nazim's point?
Yeah,
He
I
said,
can do it
yeah.
myself. I don't know if I would have a specific need to use it right now, but it is a really great feature. I have to delete my Messenger app for my phone sometimes because people have started using it as a way to network, but like to me it's a little bit invasive.
Mhm.
Um and that's why I like they have like privacy requests.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Do
know
you
what I
see?
mean?
Yeah, yeah. Do you see these chatbots being used in as a teaching tool to engage with students in educational settings? What do you think? And also the audience, what do you think, Leslie?
Yeah, I think there are plenty of features with Messenger. I'm in a group chat on Messenger for the last 2 years of all my friends that I went on vacation with. And the great thing about it is you can turn off your notifications when you're busy because sometimes I need to turn off my complete chat because I'll be, I'll be doing a strategy session and showing people, Facebook features, and then my friends are like sending silly gifts through so I gotta turn it off. But it has the same features. You can do the group chats, you can video chat, you can send money, you can request an Uber. There are a million things that you can do with the messenger feature
This
that
is
I don't take
so
advantage of.
Yeah, this is so empowering to think. As educators, we are still confined by the traditional classroom, but the social media, the digital space is so revolutionary. It's literally changing everything. If I teach an online class, I will just use Facebook and Zoom, and I think Facebook probably soon will have the feature that you can do screen sharing, and so that
I
you
see
don't
it
have,
coming.
yeah, yeah, that is just so amazing. Yeah. Zella also
Absolutely.
has a Zella also has a comment there.
For the
Yes,
artificial
definitely.
intelligence. Yes,
Definitely,
absolutely.
definitely. Imagine we have a chatbot as a professor, when student reach out to us, regarding a question, and our chatbot can communicate with the student, and that's like really personalized attention. That is so amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I do get a little bit concerned with that because when I do like local seminars and stuff on personal branding on social media, I think it's so important to maintain that personal connection, because the minute that a consumer or someone in your audience detects that you're using a bot, we see it on Instagram. I mean, the bots got out of control on Instagram, and Instagram shut down all those programs. But I
That's
would go
true. Yeah,
off. So
that's
I
true.
don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm 100% on board with the whole bot thing.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I definitely see your point. The other day I was chatting with a bot and I was like, are you a human? Are you actually my friend or the bot? It is the bot. And I felt like, okay, I just kind of feel a little bit betrayed. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
I
was
think
really
that once
interesting.
we start automating everything, like it's like dangerous to our society and our world. I don't know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Everything,
Oh,
so many things are automated. I think it's really, really important, because everybody is leery, and you have to keep some kind of personalized. I do think chatbots can be useful for like for auto reply messages, and to
yeah.
keep, if you the way Facebook and their search features, if you have like 100% response rate, then you'll show higher in the search results, and that's important. But when it comes down to customer service and stuff like that, or teaching, if people are paying money, they're paying money for our expertise, not a bot.
That's right. Nothing can replace that human touch. Yes. Unless when you are
Absolutely. Even if
sleeping,
it's
as
through a
Miss.
screen.
Yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. So regarding this, going back to the educational field, how did your
Hmm.
students respond to this, like using Facebook and all those features to like learn a class? How did they respond?
I think they like it. I have one student who is a little older, so he's not on Facebook 24/7 like my other ones are. So I don't know if it is as easy for him. But the way I see it, if you're taking a social media certification course, you better learn to be on Facebook all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think they like it, and it's easy, and it's not another app that they have to download. It's something they're already using. It comes up right in their notifications when I post something. They can turn it off. It's not an added, task for them to do.
Yeah, I also love it as you mentioned on unit. You can see who actually watched this class or not, and this in this way you can reach out to the students and just like, hey, what's going on? And that is such a great feature. So on videos, can you also see if the students actually watched until the end of the video?
I do that through my YouTube analytics,
Okay.
but I'm wondering if it will show you, because that's one reason why I have started to go live when I do my free tip Friday videos. I started to go live from my business page, even though it doesn't get as high engagement, because I can see analytics from there. And I'm looking now, it looks like it does not give me the analytics of
Okay.
who tuned in for how long, which that kind of stinks. Hopefully they'll add that, because
Oh, I'm sure it's Facebook. They will add it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
So
is just gold.
is your free tip Friday also part of your course, and students they are required to watch that? So how long is
Um,
your free tip video?
I try to keep them under 15 minutes, and I make them pretty generalized. Like, they're not something that I would charge for, but they are important for someone who is trying to run their social media and can't afford, to pay me or to have someone, but something that I'm telling them about could like set a light bulb off, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally doing that wrong. I don't require my students. I do share some of my prior videos in the group, only because if it's the exact same thing that I'm discussing, why not? Instead of me going over it again, I'm just basically just recycling content in that aspect.
Yeah. So how often do they do this? Weekly, every Friday?
I try to. I honestly do not, especially for the summer now. My Fridays are my days off with my kids. And sometimes it's not a live video. Sometimes it is just, I'll do like a graphic or something. But I do, when someone first reaches out to me, or even a student, they have very general questions. Maybe they need me. I'll say, listen, spend a half hour, 45 minutes, go look through my videos, because chances are the questions that you have are answered in those videos.
Yeah, that's really amazing. I follow Dennis Yu. I don't know if you guys follow. If you follow, write in the comment section. He's really about doing like Facebook short video. He's like, his core argument is 1 minute video, $1 a day. Do you follow him, Dennis Yu?
I don't, but I agree with that, because I think I did a video on video analytics. I used to have like an insiders group that was a paid membership group where I would do more in-depth training videos. And I like literally just took my phone and recorded my screen in the back end of one of my clients and showed them, okay, everybody stopped watching at this 2-minute point. That means whatever you were saying at this point was not capturing your audience, or it wasn't engaging, or you got to change something up, because if your sales pitch is at the end of that video, no one is seeing it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's great. So what are some, going back to the teaching theme here, so what are some challenges, or like maybe even roadblocks that you encountered, like using Facebook as a teaching tool, or this new feature you mentioned? Any challenges?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the inability to screen share at the moment, or like I said, maybe there is a way and I just didn't figure it out just yet. I'm not really seeing too many. I'm loving it, to be honest. I'm not seeing too many. You can upload files, you can upload revisions, PDF spreadsheets, anything you want. You can even, now it's telling me, this is a new feature. The thing with Facebook, every time you log in, there's something else.
Oh wow, as we're talking right now, oh wow, show us. Yeah.
I can now just, instead of, let's see if it'll let me, here you can just go upload a file. I can go create a document right here.
Oh wow.
I can add, and I can it's looking like I can just like live blog right into the group.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
I'm so fired up right now. That is so crazy. Oh my God. I can really see myself teaching a class just on this platform. That is just so empowering.
Yeah, and I hate to say, because I think formal education is really important for certain fields, but the way technology and the way social media changes so fast, this is the future. This is what we have to really get our message and the knowledge that we have to people who need to know it.
Exactly. And you just have to be engaged in constant learning, because everything, especially now learning from a textbook, it is just outdated, and this is like in real time. Yeah, as we're talking and you mentioned this new feature, that is
exactly
amazing. Yeah. So you want to share with us some? Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, do you want to share with us some resources or recommendations that help us stay updated, or teachers who are teaching a social media class? What are some of your like resources and recommendations?
Just in general, there's your newsletters that you get in your inbox every day that tell you about these updates. The thing with being a teacher of something that changes so fast is it's our responsibility and our duty to know all these things and put out that information to our students, because that's what they rely on us for. So I'm constantly, you know, on We Are Social Media. I follow a lot of the influencers on Twitter, and I check that every morning, and playing around with it until
Mm-hmm.
you understand it. I all the time, like Snapchat just allowed, they just unrolled the feature to link your snaps, which is
Yeah.
incredible. Like anything that Instagram tries to do to get a one up on Snapchat, Snapchat comes right back. And it's our job as educators to make sure that people know about it, whether they're a social media marketing professional or a business trying to use social media marketing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so amazing. And just in case some of them watching the show today, they are so inspired by you and also inspired by this Facebook Units feature, and they want to launch their own course, which I can totally see people can do this. So can you tell us
Yeah.
like how long did it take you to plan out this kind of social media course?
I set a goal for myself in January of 2017 that by April 11th was the 1 year anniversary of me leaving my corporate job. So that was an important date for me. I said by April 11th, I want my business and my career as an entrepreneur, like something really big. So about 4 months, I took Lewis Howe's 7-figure webinar mastermind. And I studied, that was a lot of work. And so I used the webinar system to combined with Facebook advertising and very specific targeting to find my webinar attendees and do my sales pitch to sell the course. And then I use Webinar Jam instead of GoToWebinar is a lot more expensive, and Webinar Jam was cheaper. So I used that, and actually when I did Lewis Howe's course, I got like really frustrated because I'm not technologically savvy. I couldn't set up the webinars, but their people were great with it. Like she called me actually and
Wow.
like, all right, Lesley, calm down. What are you trying to do? You know, because it does get complicated with the email funnels and the sale. I'm not a salesperson. So setting all of that up was a major hurdle for me.
Oh wow.
And that's really like to get the students and sell
Yeah.
myself. But once I got it all set up, it was like disciplining myself enough to stick to the schedule, which I haven't really done that well.
Yeah.
But once I got the class started, I was fine.
Oh wow, that's just amazing to hear your journey, you know. And yes, Leslie, do you want to just mention briefly why you left your corporate job, just in case some of the audience they're interested? She has a
Yeah,
really
so
great corporate job. You know, many people are jealous of her. Like, has a really steady, well-paying, properly job. You know, like what to give you? Oh no.
see, that was the thing. I feel like we're set up in America anyway with these expectations that the goal once you graduate college is to get a job in a national corporation where you have benefits, and I don't want to slam that job because I left there without burning bridges. They gave me glowing recommendations to this day for future clients, but as a single mother, there was literally no possible way that I could ever support my family on that income. I cared about
Yes.
that job more than the people ahead of me did.
Yeah.
And I would see things wrong and I'm like, no, we got to do it this way. This would be so much better this way. But in the position I was in, it was like, Lesley, just sit down, shut up, and do it the way that everybody else is doing it. And that's just not my spirit. I'm too damn passionate. And I just,
I love
you
it.
know, it just was not for me. I would sit in my car on my lunch break and cry because I just knew that I loved the field of advertising and marketing, and I loved helping small businesses, but that was just not where I belonged. Even the boss of that company told somebody that I'm just too much of a free spirit to be sitting in a cubicle all day.
That's perfect. Yeah. Go with what you have got. Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
Gary. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, and Zella said this is universal, so you got lots of support there. Yes, thank you. Yes.
And you know what? That corporate world is amazing for some people, and some people really go far, but I wasn't in the position, I'm still not in the position in my life to take like a management spot. As you know, with 2 kids, I can't be in an office for 80 hours a week. I would miss out on their lives. And in order to make the money I needed to, that would have been my only option.
Yeah, yeah,
So it
yeah.
just, you know, I learned a lot, and I made great connections that I still use to this day. And I still work with them, actually, because now I'm a media agency and I do media buying. So it's
That's
cool. It all comes full circle.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we also learn never born bridge, you know. Yes, comes full circle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Great. Thank you so much. And tell
Thank
us,
you.
yeah, tell us one project that you are so fired up right now, and how can we help you to share or promote, or so tell us about it.
I'm kind of in a transitional place right now where I'm not able to talk too much about
Okay.
something that it's all kind of, my passion is music, and I do a lot of music public relations in Atlantic City where I live, and there's a lot of opportunities coming to me for that. So if there's a way that I can combine, you know, I'm like doing a lot of music promotion, but utilizing social media. So if you love rock and roll and live music, come to Atlantic City, because I'm going to be bringing a lot of it. A lot of my big projects right now are rebuilding Atlantic City with the tools that I have.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome. That's awesome. You are giving back. Oh, that's awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. And so
Thank you
how,
for the comments.
yeah, yeah, you got really lots of love here and support. Yes. So how can we connect with you? And maybe you can also insert the link to a course if you
Yes.
want, so people can
So,
check it out.
yeah, I'm Marceluna Media. I'm typing it right now. On Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. From Facebook is where I do my live streams. Instagram, I post stuff to my stories, and I post, you know, sales and cool stuff that I've done. And Twitter is really just sharing a lot of new information. But definitely, I'm most active on the Marceluna Media Facebook, and when this course is finished, I plan on doing it again. So I'm going to put some information, and then my hope is to eventually individualize these courses, like just Facebook, just Instagram, just Twitter. And I am teaching that. I'm starting to teach those workshops in person for local businesses, but I haven't gotten there quite yet with online.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure you will get there soon. And I think, and also like when you teach the course again with social media, you will still have to update so many things. You can't just like repeat everything. That's like really lots of work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As much as I would love to just take the Facebook part 1 and part 2 course that I taught 4 weeks ago and resell it next year, that's not possible. I'm going to have to teach it all again, because we just witnessed live stream firsthand how fast everything changes.
Exactly, exactly. And today you shared with us this unit feature, which is so
Yes.
exciting. And like I'm definitely going to check it out right now after we finish this live show and see if I have it, because I do. Is it only for group or page?
You have to create a group, and it has to be when you create a group, it asks you for categories, and you have to pick the category that it's an education course.
Oh, education course, not just education. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And
there's
I'm just looking now, they just added, I can now link an existing group, so I can link this Learn with Lesley certification course with my Insiders All Access paid group, and you can create a new link. I mean, this stuff is happening as I'm speaking to you.
Oh my God.
Just reiterates the importance of social media marketing education.
That's the whole reason I start this show. You know, it's really to show professors, whoever is teaching, that our society is changing so fast, and we really need to change how we teach our students. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
we are really doing a disservice to our students big time. By the time they graduate, everything will be different from what they learned. Yes. But anyway, thank you so much for the
Thank you
insights
so much
and
for
knowledge, everything, Lesley. And thank you guys for tuning in. I truly appreciate you guys. Without you guys, we are not doing this show. This show is really for you. And I truly appreciate your time and interest and staying with us for like an hour. That's like a long time. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Dr. I.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lesley. And thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.